Today we have the UFC 4 262 pay-per-view episode, and I am really excited. Every single match tonight is a title fight, and we're going to be kicking things off in the lightweight division. The lightweight champ Evan Dunham will take on Leonardo Santos. This fight is up next, and remember folks, after this show, sometime next week, I'm actually going to be tweeting out the rankings and updating them. Just going to give you guys the heads up on what's going on there. And I'm just excited to be doing this. We have been hyping this thing up for a very long time. My God, that's loud in my ears. I think every single fight on this fight card is going to be a phenomenal fight, as if the other fights that we've had have showed us over the course of the last 2 months. So the last time we've had a pay-per-view was October, so a lot of fighters have been, you know, fighting with everything they've got to get to this opportunity. Leonardo Santos could really capitalize in what can kind of be the weakest division we have in the UFC.
As we've seen this two do, but who's gonna make a mistake? Who's gonna leave an arm out there?
That Santos got done back within the cage. We see this history of champions having a hard time defending their belts. So I wonder if that'll be the same case here for Evan Dunham. Remember, there are no more rematches. You have to earn your rematch. Leonardo Santos has been phenomenal. He's completely in control on the ground. You're in half guard. Both men trying to pull out some type of submission. We've seen earlier in the fight where Leonardo Santos tried to go for a Kimura. Evan Dunham going to turn this around. Could try to go to the back, try to front him out, and then go for the choke.
Being a veteran of so many fights, that as long as he's on top, he's winning. He feels like he's winning here.
Strong bottom work here, staying busy.
Okay. You know, this is smart though from Leonardo Santos. A great counter. And he is in top mount. You see him, he's just gonna go for some type of submission. He needs to try to sip and try to just go for some ground and pound. That's what he needs to try to do here.
Man, this is some serious ground and pound. He's trying to put this dude's head like through the canvas.
He's one of the better ground and pound fighters we have in the entire UFC, and you're seeing why.
Under 2 minutes now to go.
I told you, man, he was eventually gonna have to go for that armbar.
Gotta be careful, armbar.
Is from the Evan Dunham is in a position to where he doesn't necessarily
try to manipulate
that he's in. Oh my word! What in the world?
And this might just be a matter of time.
Is he? Oh, he's isolated the arm. This is extremely smart. He's isolated the arm. Now can pull it. If he can grab on, he can pull it and keep pulling. Yeah, he's wrenched. He's got a tap. There's no way. Yeah. Leonardo Santos. What is up, WGP man? Welcome.
Really strong work. You can see the years of repetitions in the gym to set it up and ultimately get the tap there. Great technique.
Leonardo Santos with a huge armbar submission victory here in the first round. Check this out, folks. Beautiful judo hip toss. And he really did dominate Evan Dunham on the ground. You can see Dunham was not prepared to go on the ground with Santos, a guy who's been knocking people out lately. This was a great shift, and you can tell it definitely caught Evan Dunham off guard, which is why he was able to consistently counter what Dunham had on the ground. Once he got into that top mount position for the second time, he was able to isolate him, grab the arm, isolate it, and then apply the armbar submission.
He got it done tonight. A spectacular submission to finish the job.
I mean, well done from Leonardo Santos. Let's actually update the records and the champion.
53 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by tap out.
New the undefeated streak continues for Leonardo Santos, man. 4-0.
Take my money, DC. We got a new UFC lightweight
We
champion.
do have a new UFC lightweight champion. He thinks he'll win the main event tonight. In real life, I've got to say Connor. I'm gonna go with Connor. I know that's probably not a popular decision. And I know you guys are like, well, Dustin Poirier has definitely improved since the last time we've seen him. He's he has fought a lot more than Conor McGregor has, but the problem is the last time they fought was like 1 minute and 30 seconds, I believe, or 40 seconds. That was a few years ago. Both these fighters, especially Conor, is way more fresh and is way more free. So he, you know, I feel like the edge here goes to Conor just on the experience level. Is all 3 titles? Yes, all the championships are on the line tonight. This is personally, I feel this is one of the bigger fight cards we've ever had on a pay-per-view. But yeah, I do believe Conor McGregor should. I say should win the main event tonight. I don't see why not, but you know, anything can happen in the UFC. I do expect the fight to go a full 5 rounds. I don't think these guys are going to knock each other out or tap each other. I really do believe it's going to be a full 5-round fight and it's going to go to a judge's decision.
So her ground control is outstanding.
All right, look at this. You know, it's funny because we talked about Ronda Rousey. Ronda Rousey, I feel, has one of the more perplexing things when it comes, especially when it comes to the UFC series we've had. Talk about completely being full of championships. Truthfully. It's impressive. She looks to now that she can focus solely on the UFC since, you know, the W2K20 series we have kind of ended. You know, Dustin Poirier is, I think, one of the most polite human beings ever on planet Earth. Like, truthfully, like the stuff he does for charity and stuff cannot be talked crap about. The guy truly wants to do good for the community and all that other stuff. So if either way, this is going to be a big payday for both fighters. I'm happy with whoever wins. Truthfully, oh my God, Rousey's going for this. I think DC said a certain modification of an armbar. I'm not too quite familiar with the term of this. We have seen this a few times. Ronda Rousey looking to become the champ. Ronda Rousey, ladies and gentlemen. She just cannot stay away from becoming a champion. Give respect where respect is basically deserved. I mean, what do you say to that, folks? Ronda Rousey just, again, she is now, Ronda Rousey is now a 3-time UFC bantamweight champion.
Right, she's gotten better. She did not have this skill set before.
All right, let's get it inside the octagon to Bruce Buffer for the official decision.
And she's the first ever double champion. Even though 2K20 did end, it's still technically still active till February. So Ronda Rousey did just become the first ever 2-sport champion to hold belts simultaneously. Ronda Rousey made history here tonight. If Khabib retires, it should be the winner of Conor and Dustin versus Oliveira. I do agree with that. Congrats to Ronda Rousey on making history once again. The first ever woman to become the second ever woman, to become a 3-time champ. And I mean, she just keeps on making history. She's the first ever 2-sport simultaneous champion, being the women's tag champs in WWE and the women's bantamweight champ at the same time here tonight. It's a historic moment in the history of this channel's universe mode. This is wow.
Coming up next, a matchup for the UFC light heavyweight division title.
Yes, Dave Henderson recently fought on the December show that we had. So it's great to see him back. He's now defending. He was the man who took out Tito Ortiz. As he'll defend against good old Cayman Hall. You know, Cayman Hall has had a lot of up and downs. And I really do mean that. I mean, he was about a guy who's just had a back and forth career so far, but now it seems to be more on the upside. And he seems, since UFC 3, he's kind of, I think, gotten his arsenal and his weapons effective. He sharpened up. He's doing a lot better. And truthfully, I think we could definitely be looking at the future world champ tonight of the light heavyweight division. But if he swings like that, probably not. Truthfully.
Nice kick landed by this gentleman.
Oh, collar tie.
Big powerful punch lands. Now he gets back in range.
Goes to the body there. Ball gets the takedown.
Oh man, good takedown.
Oh, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long.
Well, yeah, you do have to be very careful. I mean, you know, Dan Henderson is a guy who, on the ground,
He's gonna start looking
causes a lot of damage. So is Israel and Jan booked?
Well, there are a few things more
I think they are.
mixed martial arts than
I think so.
transitions
Truthfully.
and scrambles on the ground.
high-level grappling can really
I know
change.
that
Look at how he turns his hip over.
not the show coming up, but the show after Underground, the first show of February, will have
2 minutes.
on at least on my channel, Dana White versus oh my gosh, what's this guy's name? The announcer.
He's looking to land the right just out of range.
Wow, what is his name again? I cannot believe I just forgot his name.
90 seconds. It's now to go on the round.
Oh wait a minute, that leg. What is up, Jackson, man? Welcome. But yeah,
Right to the target. Let's see if his opponent can survive.
I cannot believe he is still
the announcer dude, I cannot believe I don't remember his name, and Dana White will be fighting on the first fight night of February. That'll be put out there.
Well, defense doesn't necessarily win championships in MMA.
No, not DC or not John Anik. It's the guy who goes, it's time. Bruce Buffer. There we go. I cannot believe I literally forgot. Bruce Buffer and Dana White will be going at it on the first fight night of February. I knew it was coming. I knew it was from somewhere. Yeah, also, I do want to apologize for the debacle of an episode for Barely Legal on SBR 2008. I didn't actually realize that it skipped for a good portion. Or kept skipping. Look at this, Dan Henderson coming out of the second round with like a bat out of hell. Just absolutely cracking this kid's jaw. You see Bruce got attacked by a fly. What do you mean he got attacked by a fly? When was this? And why wasn't I informed? I miss all the good stuff. Look, this Dan Henderson is clocking in the jaw of Cayman Hall. Hall is hurt. This is Dan Henderson's opportunity. He could be the first champion tonight to retain.
Oh, he's got that right hand going tonight, DC. Connected with it there.
He's thrown so many left jabs to throw that right punch straight down
Conor
the
McGregor
pipe.
for sure. I mean, I would love to see both these guys. I love both these fighters. I do say McGregor's, I think, because they haven't fought, it'd be a little bit easier for him. A little bit harder for Poirier to study. But look at this. Dan Henderson has literally got Cayman Hall in a dangerous position. Hall's got to try to survive because he is in the lines then with the light heavyweight champ. And Dan Henderson is even deadlier upper striker on the ground. We've seen it time and time again.
Henderson gets back up, back into his comfort zone. Well, he has really picked up the pace here in round two. Much more aggressive than
A fly landed on his nose. Oh, poor guy. Poor guy.
Beautiful kick.
See, the key here for Cayman Hall to surviving this second round is
Nice 1-2 there.
to protect his face. Oh, he got him with a stomach shot. He's hurt. That was a good kidney shot.
Being stopped. That was a massive shot.
That if he can keep targeting that,
Left
eventually the kidney, the liver will shut down. The more you get punched in your sides, close to your kidney and liver, your body will eventually fall because it cannot take the punishment. It'll make your brain think that you can't breathe and you will shut down for a good couple seconds. So if that is the strategy for Cayman Hall, he's got to effectively start hitting the body consistently with a lot of kicks, not punches, because you realize every time he leans in, he gets caught just like that. In my universe mode, Jeremy Stevens is my featherweight champ. Hey, there you go. That is not a bad featherweight champ. And Zabit Magomedsharipov is not a bad champ either. I feel like for us, Zabit has been very, very impressive, but he just can't find enough momentum going, you know? Oh my god! He caught with an uppercut. I think this fight's about to be stopped. Oh my goodness, what a fight. And really, Cayman Hall was saved by the bell. I mean, by the horn. Round number 3. I'm surprised we're here. Right now, this fight to me is 29. Oh my goodness. Not 20. I literally have said this fight is like 20 to like 18. Dan Henderson. The Retro Connor is climbing through the ranks. Yeah, I forgot to yeah, I wasn't gonna put Retro Connor for this one because I don't have him in the featherweight division. But they did add a new light heavyweight guy. I think his name is Jordan Pryochek or something like that. I want to see Zabit versus the Zombie. That is a fight that someone should book. That is a fight someone. Oh, he clocked him. He may be out. He may be out.
He's still on his feet, but he's not up by much.
All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hit
Judy Prochazka. Yeah, I actually have no idea who that is, and I've watched it, and I watched UFC very actively. I still don't know who that guy is. But he'll probably, for me, he'll probably make his debut during the next fight night. I think that'd be a little bit of a fair fight for him. Said I'm going to say this. You've got to give credit to the jaw of Cayman Hall for taking the abuse he's taking. You've got to give credit to the body and how many shots Dan Henderson at his age has taken. They've also added Anthony Johnson. Anthony Johnson's already been in the game. Isaac Frost and Andre something. Oh my God!
Unbelievable! Oh my goodness, what a fight!
Holy!
Shot to end the fight right there. I'm not even sure the opponent really saw it coming. So back to the drawing board for him, but for the winner,
wow.
This is certainly exactly what he was looking for here tonight. Well,
I mean,
for the real DC is
good God, that hook just that
was landing great strikes, kicks, punches.
Oh, my word! Wow.
Until eventually he found the shot that ended the fight.
Wow.
And there he is, the king of the 205ers, the UFC light heavyweight champion of the world, and no better way to get the job done than he did tonight by knockout.
Am I the only one impressed by that? Congrats to Dan Henderson on retaining the light heavyweight championship tonight. I mean, I have no words to that knockout. Wow. That's... Wow, man, that's nuts. That was an insane knockout, guys. Let's be real. That was fire. That was awesome.
Coming up next, a matchup for the UFC flyweight division.
Now, the UFC flyweight title. It's so weird not seeing Alex King defend this belt. The new guy, the new king of the flyweights, Demetrius Johnson. You know, with Alex King now trying to climb through the ranks in the bantamweight division. It'll be interesting to see how Demetrius Johnson's first title defense actually goes. Pintura is actually ranked number 5. He's getting this opportunity because, you know, contenders and... Yeah. I think Judy is ranked 7. I'll definitely have to have to look him up and learn more about him. I would love for them to add Kevin Holland. If they could add Joaquin Buckley, that would be cool too. I think that is a knockout sensation waiting to happen.
Well, he misses with the left punch there.
And truth be told, I think that would be a phenomenal overall fight. But no, Dan Henderson, man, the champ. He's so far the only champ tonight to retain his belt. So good on him.
How good is his takedown defense?
Nice job of hiding that head kick.
It's funny because as these fights happen, I'm like updating the records because since the beginning of the month, for some reason when I made the schedules and everything, it like backfired or whatever. It was super weird.
He shot for takedowns, he tried to mix it up, and he got defended. But eventually, he got it done. Now, what does he do?
Look at this. Look at these guys fighting in the clinch. I want to see Mirko, Mark, and Roy Nelson at it. Roy Nelson, did he still fight for the UFC? I thought his contract expired. I thought he was fighting in Bellator.
We call 50-50 because nobody has the advantage. Who's going to be the one to find that one?
Yeah, that's what I thought for like the longest of time he was fighting in Bellator.
Can't take many of those. You better check.
I would love for them to, because they don't have a boxing game, and I'm pretty sure boxing would like to have guys like Mike Tyson in, Roy Jones Jr., that Canelo kid, and Alvarez. So there's a couple of guys. I mean, they have Isaac Frost, and they have Joshua and Fury in here. Why can't they have the other guys? I started watching UFC in July of 2019. I feel that. It's been a great experience. I'll definitely say I feel like with
20 seconds to go in the round.
I feel like there's been a massive benefit to having the shorter cage. Oh! Definitely was saved by the horn. That was a nasty shot, and I'm pretty sure a shot that Demetrius Johnson now is saving the back of his mind to not be caught by again. And a great check and left kick by Alejandro Pantoja.
It's like the guy's hitting pads. It's like he's hitting focus mitts, but instead,
that is how you scramble, folks.
Why is Pantoja stumbling all the way back? He's winning this exchange. There's no reason for him to stumble back.
He's landed some significant strikes, but his corner's looking for him to mix it up a little bit more and just throw more volume.
Because they don't see too much of a threat. This guy
has total strikes land 34 for Pantoja, 27 for Johnson. What an easy takedown for him.
Oh, nice work from the bottom.
I don't know why, but I'm not a fan of Kamaru Usman. I like Kamaru Usman. I think the way he fights is very DC-ish. I know a lot of people don't like the way he fights. But truthfully, I mean, that's what made Daniel Cormier famous. He would just take you to the ground, wear you out, and if he knew that his ground game was better than yours, he would dominate you on the ground, and that's how he would win. Personally, I can see why people think it's boring, but I think people forget that when you're the champion, as long as you're the champion, that's a nice payday that you're gonna have, and you do what you have to do to stay the best in the world in your weight class. So I get that some people think he's a boring fighter. I don't see it as that. I feel him as a survivalist fighter. He's trying to survive. Nice head kick. I thought that front kick would have actually landed, but I guess not.
So a much different approach for him here in this second round. He was a little bit tentative in round one, a little bit of a feeling out process.
See, these guys are doing a great job targeting every single body part. They're trying to weaken each other out all the way.
Look at him whip his hip
That flying knee that actually decked him in this. Johnson is hurt. Did UFC release like a rock hold? I don't think they did. I haven't had any confirmation of who they released. I know it's supposed to be like 60 fighters. I'm pretty sure a lot of the more veteran style fighters who cost more will probably be released. But I'm not quite sure. I think we're all waiting to see who gets released. I'm really curious now if they do make it another video game in like 2 or 3 years. What's the roster gonna look like if they release a lot of the more popular veteran-like fighters?
Especially if you are fighting someone that doesn't truly understand that they're not in as much danger as they are, because it's dangerous, but there are a lot of outs.
That Pintoy's turning the body.
Very understanding of that, then you can really.
I'm telling you, eventually with all these kicks, with all these punches that have landed to the body and the legs, one of these shots are going to cause massive pain and drop the champ.
Really showed any signs of slowing down. Scary proposition for the opponent.
Nice strike.
That 51 strikes landed for Johnson, 80 for Pantoja. A huge gap there. Johnson, who has taken a beating, is struggling to keep up with Pantoja.
Well, it's one thing to have length, it's another thing to use it, and he does it.
Oh, what a beautiful Superman punch. And look, that looks like it was at least a 4-piece combination to follow it up.
He's got to press him. He's got to go chase that finish down.
Woo, what a shot.
All right, so a nice shot there defensively to raise the guard and prevent any damage.
Those hands never leave where they're supposed to be, and if you do that, most times you will.
Well, Tony's arm got busted up against Oliveira. I mean, for Tony Ferguson,
oh, stuffs the takedown without issue.
Unfortunately, that guy's been training for just Khabib Nurmagomedov for years, so when he fights somebody else, I'm just like, alright. I don't have many expectations. Oh my, beautiful spinning roundhouse kick. Yeah, my expectation for Ferguson is like, let's hope he survives, because there's only one fight he really wants, and that's Khabib, who doesn't want to fight him.
Stuffs that takedown attempt without issue. Working out of that southpaw stance.
Look at how he turns his hip into that leg kick.
Well, you've got to admire the urgency here. He is trying to keep the judges out of it, lighten up his opponent left and right.
Oh, he walked right into that leg kick.
Time to get the bonus checks ready.
I mean, this fight is
That head kick. Sorry, correct. Head kick. Okay, beautiful takedown. He could go to the north-south choke.
We'll see how he chooses to proceed.
Maybe even an armbar. If he gets the armbar, this fight could be over.
All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC. All right, close guard now.
See, every time Khabib Tony is supposed to have something bad happens, like injuries, for some reason, every time I go into check my game glitches, and if you fight Tony, get the mysterious wire. Oh dear. That does not sound fun. Look at this, look at this. 100 Pantoja, the armbar. Oh, he let it go. We're going to round number 4, the championship rounds, and where this all begins, folks. The flyweight belt is on the line.
Do the same thing.
Oh!
You don't really stand after you take a head kick like this. That is such toughness to even be on his feet right now.
All right. Oh.
Well, not only has he stayed aggressive as he was in the previous round, landing a
I mean, this fight has been a phenomenal fight, but I think a lot better than what most anticipated.
Complete performance out of this fighter here tonight.
I mean, both these guys have sat for 15 minutes already and just butchered each other on the stand-up. Yeah, this is the longest fight so far. The first 2 fights we had were like maybe 2 minutes each. 105 punches landed compared to 75. Yeah, I'm not sure how much Demetrius Johnson's jaw can take. Because that head kick landed flush and immediately dropped them. These two flyweights are just going to war in this fight. That's how much the flyweight championship means to both these fighters.
on the bottom, and if you're the top guy, the guy that's looking to finish, continue to gain posture and rain down big strikes on your opponent.
Yeah, it's funny. I didn't realize that when I originally booked the pay-per-view to be the 23rd, yeah, to be the 23rd. I didn't realize that I was doing this the same day the UFC pay-per-view was with Conor McGregor. I was like, oh my god, I made a massive mistake. So that's why I was doing it earlier instead of tonight. But it was Demetrius Johnson, the armbar. Is this how this amazing fight ends? Will it be the armbar that gets the job done? Wait a minute, look at this, the slam, my god, look at the strength of Alejandro Pantoja with the slam to save his chances here tonight of becoming the flyweight champ. I wish the game would have doctor stoppages. That's why I'm actually incorporating UFC 3 on Undisputed. And if you guys like the bonus fights, I might even make it to where we see a universe mode for UFC 3 as well. And since it has a little bit of a limited division thing, I can use the Pride roster, and that way it doesn't interfere with the current UFC 4 universe mode. So that's why I kind of teased Kevin Randleman on the channel update as the heavyweight champ.
Well, you know, I don't like the gi very much, but I have an appreciation and a healthy one for these type of transitions.
You can tell he's been in the gi.
This has been such a war, and these two guys, they're tiring out. You can tell. 20 full minutes of battle as Demetrius Johnson's bleeding from his left socket and his right eye. It is a bloody mess. It looks like a hairline fracture, honestly.
Submission there, just as the horn sounded. Safe to say he was saved by the bell then. So back to the schools they go. 60 seconds to recover here. We're gonna fight on, ladies and gentlemen. Another round coming up. Punch coming, it's blocked.
Whew, all right.
Starting to do some really significant damage to
it starts. I have like a stuffy nose there. I'm like, man, why?
And there's another takedown attempt. Johnson gets caught with that punch. Look at him.
I mean, the 5th round of what has been I kind of hope this doesn't go to a judge's decision. I think both these guys have put it out there. I think both these guys deserve to have a stoppage. I mean, truthfully, this has been the most impressive fight so far of the night. And we've got some big name clashes tonight. Oh my god. That's got it. How is he still up? How is Demetrius Johnson surviving these shots? On my universe mode, I had Khabib versus Rad? Rafael Dos Anjos. Scorecard for 50-42. My god. Was the scorecard, I'm guessing, in favor for Khabib?
Alright, he's hanging out inside the closed guard of his opponent here, DC. You gotta be careful.
Hey, wait a minute, the guillotine. Is this how this fight's gonna end, with the guillotine choke? Are we looking at a new king of the flyweights?
Oh, countering, it looks like
wait, the counter, the Von Flute choke.
By submitting his opponent. Incredible.
Is this it? Is this it? Is this it? He's out, stop the fight, he retains! What a fight! The Von Flute choke submission, and Demetrius Johnson retains the men's featherweight championship here tonight, and I would love to see these two guys eventually go at it again.
Back at the replay as he gets it done by submission tonight, champ.
Just watch how slowly he
Even though this is a loss for Alejandro Pantoja, he has nothing to be ashamed of.
It's his ability to trick people.
I mean, this fight was truly amazing.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest.
Pantoja has not defended the flyweight title for me because of missing weight and injuries. Oh my goodness. That's a horrible champ. Fight night. So far, fight of the night, absolutely. I mean, this crowd was treated to something special of a flyweight spectacle. This was amazing.
And still UFC flyweight
This was truly an amazing fight. Almost a full 25 minutes. I mean, honestly, bravo. I have nothing but good praise for that fight. But next up, folks, the featherweight division is going to be on display right here. As we're getting the epic rematch, Brian Ortega takes on Renato Moicano, the challenger now. Ortega was the one who ended Moicano's undefeated streak. Then Moicano turned around, followed up with beating Max Holloway to get this opportunity. So this is technically his rematch for the flyweight belt.
Well, these guys have been on each other's radars for quite some time. Tonight, it shall be done. Both guys
Ortega, Moicano, can Brian Ortega retain the UFC featherweight title?
Their strategy the way that they need to. This includes fights on paper and also in every performance we have seen them put on.
It's funny, it doesn't like
seem to be the mirror image of each other.
Gotta love updating records. Are they saying he sucks?
Nice job at least staying upright on that.
I think they're saying he sucks. How rude. How rude of those people.
Well, perhaps a sign of things to come as he lands a kick there.
Nice kick landed.
It's funny because as that's going on, I'm like legit just like trying to update the rankings.
Trying
Like,
to go to the body now with the kick. That
I
one
see
misses.
you guys.
Oh, and a nice jab by him there, and that's going to give his opponent some problems if that keeps landing.
He's having a tough time.
So I think what I'm gonna start doing for the rankings is
just stopping him every time.
what you doing today? Well, today basically I'm streaming this and I'll probably be finishing up the Blitz the League 2 schedule. By the way, I will have the Blitz Football League trailer for you guys probably next week, if not during February. And if you guys don't know what Blitz the League is, you may want to check out my channel update if you missed it. It's about a 2-minute and 30-second video. It'll basically be telling you all the games I'll be doing for February and on.
Great job blocking that pass by the bottom fighter.
But yeah, so I'll have my BFL trailer for the new football league that'll be airing every Sunday, and it'll be just like if it was the real NFL. It'll be like our NFL Game Pass with the BFL Game Pass, that's free. And those games will be scheduled. It'll be a 8-game season. Top 6 teams in both conferences will go on to the playoffs. And yeah, we've got teams like the Buffalo Mafia, the Cleveland Steamers, the New York Nightmare, the Vancouver Beavers, the Toronto Gangsters, Milltown Correctional Facility, they're a team in there. The Philadelphia Brawlers. Yes, we got a bunch of cool teams, and I got a lot to work on for YouTube. Yeah. Alright, let's see. I hate updating records. Oh man, it definitely is daunting. I will say that much. It can definitely be tiresome. Wait a minute. The Kimura. Moicano can be finished. Can he hang on? 5 more seconds. He trenches an armbar though. And Moicano saved by the horn. You can tell Ortega's pissed for going to round number 2 of this championship fight.
Saved by the bell. So back to the stool. Mentally probably not in a great place here. We'll see if he can recover and get himself back into this fight.
Big leg kick lands.
Is someone chanting USA?
Oh, and he connects with a punch there, DC. You like this guy.
I like this guy a ton.
After I watch this video, I'm going to eat. Ah, nice. I should probably cook too, now that I think about it. So maybe I'll probably cook, and then at that point, I will do the schedule for Blitz the League for the rest of the season, and yeah.
Well, I gotta think, DC, anytime you're above 50% on the connection rate, you gotta feel pretty good.
Yeah, hopefully you guys actually do enjoy the Blitz League thing. It definitely is going to be a lot of, it'll be very time consuming for me to do, but I think I'll have a lot of fun with it,
So he's really
truthfully.
starting to put together some significant body shots here. These are gonna take their toll as this fight goes on. T-City gets caught with that punch. Don't be afraid to get that head off the center line. And now he engages. Oh, and he tosses in him to the mat. Now we'll see what he can do from here, DC.
Right into side.
That was a beautiful hip toss. And Ortega's hurt. The back of his head scudded off the mat.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
Which is not an easy thing, mind you.
He's looking to go from the full to the half guard here. Opponent not having it. Well, not good body language from his opponent here, DC. He's curled up.
It's actually terrible body language.
Moicano's lower jaw now starting to show signs of sweat.
Yeah, I didn't think this fight would last long. I did.
Feet on the hips here.
You cannot stay in the guard of these.
Wait a minute, Moicano.
They're going to throw triangles. They're going to throw arm
Going for the arm bar.
He's attacking arm bar now.
They're going for the slam, and he got it, and he breaks out of it. So Moicano was our first flyweight champion in the UFC 4 series. So, and he put down a lot of impressive challenges. I'm not surprised that this fight lost him. This fight could be an easy 5-round fight as well. Both these guys know each other though, so I'm expecting this fight to potentially be done and down by the 4th round. Because both these guys are extremely hard to put away. Both these guys know that. Especially the current champ. Wait a minute, the armbar. So armbar's been applied. We've got 45 seconds. So this will be a tough, daunting task for Moicano to survive this long. This is a nasty armbar, especially if he gets a hold of it with that. Can Moicano hang on? He lets go. He lets go. Uh-oh. No, he's able to get out of it. Whoo, look at that. As we're going to be going to round number 3 of this featherweight championship fight. Man, I'm telling you, these championship fights, this was a very special pay-per-view. We're seeing that here. Man, this has been some phenomenal action we have seen so far.
Alright, so he's landed some good shots. You hate to be overly critical, but nothing really in terms of combinations tonight.
Well, the jab has been looking great. How about jab, jab, right hand? Because
I mean, you can tell these guys are legitimate. He's caught the leg. I said both these guys are going to mess each other up. The last time they fought, it looked like both of them needed facial reconstruction. Oh, Moicano's hurt. And it's funny, as we learned from the last from the flyweight fight, just because you throw more strikes does not mean you're going to walk out the winner. Because if you think about it, Alejandro Pantoja was completely dominant in terms of striking. He had like a 30 to 40 plus advantage in striking compared to Demetrius Johnson, and it also wound up ending in a submission. So.
With that right hand.
The strike advantage really doesn't mean anything.
He needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad.
As well, I do agree with Daniel Cormier's statement. He does need to look for a finish because Moicano is hurt. He's been staggering back for a little while now. This is a good fight. Yeah, this is a good fight. That's why I expected this amazing rematch. These guys are familiar with each other. Think about it, there's been a lot of counters. There's been a lot of counter striking, counter defending that wasn't there the last time we seen them fight. So they're experienced. They know each other, and it's definitely showing right now because they constantly have an answer for each other. That's beautiful north-south transitional counter here. Now he could go for the north-south choke if he gets a punch. He's got his arm under the back of the head and the neck, and he's really got to strengthen the grip. He's got to flatten them out, strengthen the grip, get that arm from underneath. Oh, this could be bad. Brian Ortega could be fading. Oh, we're looking at a new featherweight champion. Ortega in trouble. Ortega's done. He taps out. And Renato Moicano recaptures the featherweight throne right here tonight. Wow. Wow.
Waited for an opening, and then when it was there, he certainly capitalized to get the tap here tonight. Watch a wild round and a wild sequence there on the ground.
Truthfully, man.
He's such a phenomenal grappler. I don't understand how
people
don't know that this guy wants to submit you. He is the best grappler,
best
submission specialist we've seen in a long time.
I'm not saying I told you so, but
official
Told you guys
decision
to be
is in.
nuts.
That's where we find
Wow,
ourselves.
wow was right, man. Congrats to Renato Moicano.
55 seconds of round number 3. Declaring the winner by tap out. And
Moicano's now 8-1, by the way, and he's a 2-time champ.
champion of the world, Annoucment.
Well, how about it, ladies and gentlemen? There he is.
Well, how about it is right, folks. Congrats to Renato Moicano on recapturing the featherweight throne as we're going to the next fight of the night. These fights have not disappointed. And next up, folks, it's going to be arguably a fan favorite. And truthfully, I mean, she came into the UFC during UFC 3, and she kind of went over the hearts. I mean, her first 2 fights, I think one of them was against, at that time, if I'm not mistaken, I believe it was actually against Betch Correa. No, it wasn't Betch Correa. It was it Nunes? She went against like a top, like 5 fighter. It was nuts, and she lost that one. She did lose that one. And ever since then, she's just been on this like trail of glory. Her second loss came in the women's flyweight championship tournament for UFC 4. Then she later would capture on the title anyway. And she's been on a massive defensive streak, but this is arguably Mila Wineland's most challenging challenger, haha, no pun intended, that she's ever had to face, and Valentina Shevchenko, the most all-around fighter. So for Mila Wineland to submit herself as the champ here, she's got to beat arguably one of the best female fighters ever to grace the octagon, and that is a tough task for anyone. And for Mila Wineland's championship reign, this fight right here defines it all. This is a huge fight. And she's got the arm already. Well, there you go. That's how you do it, folks. The arm bar and it's over. Are we getting a finish this quickly? This quickly? Are we legit getting a finish this quickly? Mila Wineland, if she taps out Valentina Shevchenko, this would be a bombshell. She taps! She taps!
Holy smokes!
Yeah, no doubt about it. That is some opportunity.
She is a problem for this event. She just put away Valentina Shevchenko in less than 3 minutes.
Lock up the choke or force the tap. No problem with her as she gets one of the bigger wins of her UFC career.
This is the biggest win of her UFC career, Joe Enick. Or John Enick.
She had it all going there.
Yeah, she had it all working. She did everything she wanted to do. She was racing to position.
I don't know how, but if you were not a fan of Mila Wineland, if you did not take her seriously, open your eyes now. This is your women's flyweight champion.
All right, ladies and gentlemen,
And if you're not impressed by this performance, I don't know what is impressive then for you. Because this is mind-blowing. This is shocking. This is earth-shattering.
That will continue deep into the night.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Yves Levine has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 24 seconds of the very first round.
Truthfully, folks,
Declaring the winner by tap out.
again, this phenomenal.
So when it comes to the women, she's still the class of the 125-pounders, and man,
Yeah, she is the best. I mean, she literally just dominated.
Massive effort to dethrone her, but she seems to be the head of the class and by a pretty significant.
Mila Wineland just... Folks, the heavyweight collision, the rematch, Ngannou versus Blades 3. They fought once before Ngannou was champ. And the second time they did, Ngannou got the better of Blades. And now we're here again. Curtis Blades defeated Brock Lesnar to basically solidify his number one contendership. He was the number one contender, but me and the fight committee both had a hard time really naming him the challenger, because he kind of got he got up there because after the challenger lost. So we needed him to do something to prove that he was the true #1 contender. And Fernandino, he's got a couple challengers waiting for that belt. Kenneth Thomas being one of them, who just defeated his arch rival Dan Severn to give Severn his first career loss in the UFC. Severn came out of retirement for that fight. So he's got guys like Kenneth Thomas waiting. Alexander Volkov is waiting. There's a lot of guys who are chomping at the bits. Wait, is this it? Is this it? It's over. It's over. Stop the fight. Wow. Not even a minute. Not even a minute.
So aggressive with his onslaught that ultimately appeared as though the outcome was an eventuality.
Wow.
The referee, he got to protect the fighter, and I thought he did a good job of doing just that.
Not even a minute, folks.
Tonight, but we're going to get to some highlights from this one. This was a fight that had it all, and for my money, his best performance to date.
His best performance to date in the biggest moment. In the biggest moments, you got to show up.
Doesn't Curtis have Cove? No, I don't think he. Not in my universe mode.
To get the job done.
All right, the official decision is in. It resides.
Can we talk about the amazing knockout, though?
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean is going to stop to this contest at 56 seconds of the first round. Declaring the winner by knockout and still the undisputed.
Congrats to Francis Ngannou on retaining the heavyweight championship of the world. As that was a 56-second fight. A 56-second fight. Wow.
After this performance tonight,
that was completely embarrassing for Curtis Blades. I'm just still shocked at how that happened. Next up, folks, the men's bantamweight division. As we're going to see Marlon Moraes take on Aljamain Funkmaster Sterling. Sterling wants to be the second fighter ever to join the 20-win club. That club is only held so far by Conor McGregor. Let's see if Marlon Moraes can defend the bantamweight title, or will Aljamain Funkmaster Sterling be on his way to becoming a 4-time champ? You know, that last fight, that was nuts. I mean, 56 seconds? I mean, you know, like,
they better bring the stars. They've certainly done
that's
they've done that time and time again. Some of the title fights in this
that's got to be unheard of. No,
Cormier
I mean,
Jones, Woodley versus Maya, Cyborg winning championship.
That's
Dos Santos versus Velasquez.
I'm shocked. Like, truthfully, I am really shocked. I mean, this.
Champion and lost those titles. What history will you make tonight?
I thought that fight was going to be so much longer.
Round one here, big reach advantage, DC. We'll see if he can employ that patented jet.
Yes, he has to make.
You know, obviously, I was wrong.
So every time his opponent tries to enter, he's going to have to take something on the way inside.
I truly just can't believe that's how that fight ended.
Great job landing. What a damaging punch. Nice right hand.
I was not expecting that, folks. I'm going to be honest with you. That was. What do you say to that? You know, like, just damn. Like, truthfully. Cause not only is that embarrassing, it's just like disheartening. Like, you're just like, you got whooped, you know. And it's not one of those things where I'm like,
look at him whip his hip into that kick.
I don't know, folks. Truthfully, I'm just kind of. I was expecting that fight to be amazing. Nothing short of phenomenal. Beautiful slam with this, and Aljamain Sterling.
Under 2 minutes now to go round one.
He's trying to put him in a crucifix? He's trying to put him in a mounted crucifix, trying to go for the that's an omoplata. Oh, doesn't matter now. So who you guys got, folks, after the earth-shattering heavyweight and women's flyweight fight? Let's bro, that was awesome.
This ground and pound is good. Probably my favorite striking realm in MMA, and he's as good as it gets.
The problem is his opponent is
Favorite strike? I don't know about that one. You know, I will say this. You know, Aljamain Sterling definitely is a great ground and pound type of guy. I think on the stand-up he actually does struggle with
30 seconds now to go in round one.
on the stand-up he does definitely struggle with ground and pound. Is he's going for the bulldog choke? This is one of the more painful submissions in the world. It's almost as painful as a fulcrum choke. I don't know. The fulcrum choke is meant to make your body feel like your neck is about to pop, like your head's about to explode. The bulldog choke is a very difficult choke to apply. You put a lot of force in your arm, from your wrist down to your arm, and you're applying it as you're pushing into your opposition's lungs. It's meant to be pushed into the throat, thrusted forward, so you're just choking, and you're putting a lot of strength. It is a very towering submission for the person applying it. So when you see the bulldog choke, I was surprised that he was even able to equip that on Marlon Moraes. I thought Moraes actually would have had that one well scouted. But the bulldog choke is a very lethal submission and should not be taken lightly. I just wanted to point that out there.
And that one was heavy.
Oh.
Reach advantage off the top. Made good use of it there with that punch, DC.
It's a nice punch.
Timed and placed kick there by Sterling.
Oh, nice tag. Oh, he clocked him. He's hurt.
How's his opponent's
Sterling's down. Sterling's down.
This fight is supposed to be over. And it might not be over now, but it's got to be over very soon.
Oh, he lands another.
Sterling definitely got rocked in that exchange.
A lot of shots to the midsection, and these will take their toll as they...
Oh, he got him again. He's stumbling. He's hurt. Look, there's blood coming out of his nose. There's blood pouring from Sterling's nose.
46 total strikes, as you see there, have landed for Magic Marlon Moraes.
Magic Marlon Moraes. That's actually a pretty cool nickname. He's right now, I'm like updating all the standings for all the fights we've had so far.
Got the single collar tie.
Hold on, I know I updated. You can just tell these guys are just throwing bombs. Oh my word! This round has been all Marlon Moraes. I think one or two more power shots. I think Sterling's done for. So this has not been a good outing for Aljamain Sterling.
Able to check that kick as well. All right, he engages in a single collar tie.
This has been one heck of a bantamweight fight. Oh, now it's Moraes who's on the receiving end of the beating. Now Moraes said maybe Sterling. For Sterling, I would actually try to hold off to round number 3. I know he's got him hurt, and I know it's a game of seconds, but with the beating that he's already taken, it makes no sense for him to try to jeopardize that.
So the location is okay, the cut on the cheek, but that is some serious blood trickling.
All right, round number 3. That leg may be giving way. You see, he actually switched stance to southpaw. So maybe that leg is actually really hurt. Jesus. God. Like, it literally felt like something just broke. Like a bone just snapped.
Good shots tonight, but this is not a combo meal, right? No three-piece, no soda. It's one and done.
Again he's down. He really does. He really does need to try to finish this fight. Sterling is hurting. And Sterling cannot continue. And you can tell too, he's rocked. He just got rocked.
Well, we call on the fight stats here. These numbers unofficial, but 61 total strikes have already landed from Marlon Moraes.
61 total strikes?
Just over 40. Yeah, there's a little wobbly on his feet.
Sterling is just getting pummeled in this fight.
Well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent.
I honestly agree on that one.
Sterling's lower jaw does not look good. I don't think it's broken, but starting to show some obvious signs of...
So I've gotten all the rankings updated as the pay-per-view is going on, so I've done a good job. Yeah.
He's trying to hip escape or maybe look for a Kimura here.
Good movement by him here, transitioning very well on the ground.
Step for step, he's staying.
He is bopping him. What a weird... and treated how he's using his leg there. It's like basically to hold him so he can elbow him.
Sterling working on a potential submission here.
This is such a weird armbar. I think he's going for a modified Kimura. Oh my god. Oh, this actually works. This is the most innovative submission we have ever seen in the history of this universe. When we've done this since UFC 2, I have never seen a submission like that. Oh my god. He's going to break. He's going to snap the ligaments in the arm. Please tap, please. Oh my god, he didn't tap. If had to call the submission up, that arm is broken. That arm is finished. But the real story is, we can welcome Aljamain Sterling to the 20-win club. He is now the second person ever to get 20 wins under his belt as he joins Conor McGregor in that feat.
You're in a lot of trouble.
So a big history-making moment for Aljamain Sterling, the 20-win club. Not only that, he's a 4-time bantamweight men's bantamweight champion, and he's once again reclaimed the throne of the bantamweight title. And Jackson, you are right. You will want to know, man.
Get it done tonight with the submission win.
And heartbreaking for Maurice, but you know, it is what it is, truthfully.
3 minutes, 51 seconds on the third round. For the winner by submission, and
New champion of the world. Hey, congrats to Aljamain Funk Master Sterling on recapturing the men's bantamweight throne as we're going to the next fight of the night. And it's only getting better. It's a phenomenal action we're seeing. Next up, folks, it's going to be in the women's strawweight division as Zhang Weili will defend against Karolina Kowalkiewicz. This fight is up next.
Coming up next, we determine the best strawweight on the planet. A matchup for the UFC Women's 115-pound
And this
title.
literally guarantees to be a phenomenal fight as well. Truthfully, I mean, this is Zhang Weili's first title defense. No, second, I think. I'm not sure. I don't remember. Well, Karolina Kowalkiewicz tried to start it off right off the bat, but that's not how it's going to work out.
This is a very close fight. Very competitive fight. Both of these young women are so well-rounded.
They both are, and I have to agree with Dennis. They really are.
I'm so excited I can barely stay in my seat.
Little cut below that left eye.
Can barely stay in his seat. Okay, we see you.
Try to establish that jab. And she connects with a punch there. We'll see if she can follow it up now.
She's been landing at a super high rate. She's in a great flow right now.
Basically just kind of updating the
Nice job,
the rankings for the bantamweight division. Let's save that. It's funny how I multitask. I only triple task because I'm updating records, updating rankings, and commentating on the fight as it goes along. A 3-in-1, you know? Constantly staying busy and being on the action. Oh. It's funny because I think the next Underground for the first time in a while will not be on the UFC Apex, not until the next pay-per-view.
Stuffs the takedown shot there. How good is her takedown, D?
Yeah, no, I think I'm really glad that I kind of waited to to do a pay-per-view, and I didn't do it in November and December because both the challenges tonight just look hungry. You know, they realize that they're not gonna get another chance in a while, and they're leaving it all in the octagon. This octagon is a bloody mess, by the way. If you look around, it's like legit bloody mess.
So maybe that one gets her attention.
It was an intense exchange. Look at that. The thigh of Kolkavich bruised up just as well as the cheekbone on the left side of Wally's face is getting bruised as well.
Trying to hammer that lead leg. That shot is blocked by Kolkavich.
You heard the call for a takedown.
Stuffs the takedown, no problem.
It's such a fast leg kick. Nice punch lands over the top.
Oh.
Big elbow there lands. Combinations here.
There's some nasty combinations. You can tell too. When there is a snap off a jab, that's when it connected flush.
Now you're starting to really see visible damage on the other side. I'm not sure how many more of these she can take.
She won't take many more. You'll start to see her fall to her back, try to engage the grappler.
Oh, nice head kick.
Not be able to get any weight on her
Come for the
front
body.
leg,
Okay.
which will make her stationary and be very much.
Oh, those some nasty knees to the face, man.
Hard at the top.
They continue to exchange.
Fight.
Nice punch lands over the top.
Man, that cut just continues to get worse for her. Oh, she blocks the punch.
The official drink
But she misses.
for today.
Oh, beautiful slipping counter there.
Gatorade.
Well, she's landed
What is
some
this
good
flavor?
shots, but
Cool
not a
blue.
point
Cool
fight
blue
in the ring,
Gatorade.
right? Nothing in terms of combinations.
And that's the problem.
It's funny. It's like when I do this show specifically, I always make sure I have like a big thing of Gatorade or something.
Big shot lands.
'Cause the amount of talking this requires, I think, is one of the more strenuous.
And they separate.
Yeah, I'm kind of shocked that they're both trying to keep it on the stand-up. I thought it'd be a little bit more of a ground fight between the two.
Which have landed for Wei Li Zhang. Well, on a pretty good connection rate thus far, hitting on 1 out of every 2. The accuracy rate is 50% against Karolina Kowalkiewicz. Mixes it up nicely in terms of staying heavy and also staying active. Takedown defense holds up.
That's very true.
Well, she has certainly picked up the pace here in round 2 and starting to find herself in the pocket a little bit. She was a little bit hesitant in round 1. No hesitancy whatsoever here in round 2.
Well, I
She
mean, yeah,
has
the pace is
clearly
picking up, but
found
I
her
think they're
rhythm and
both being a little bit hesitant
Nice
in
punch
terms of
there
at
by
least
Sean
distance.
Wei
Though
Li.
they like to kind of close the distance. Oh my God!
Her best strike of the fight.
Her best
What a
strike.
beautiful
Don't
kick.
see this type of power normally in this weight class, but she lands, and she lands very effective.
Oh, sage work from the bottom
Like
here.
that
She's
kick
absolutely
legitimately flattened Kolkavich for those few
Shaw
seconds.
looking for that arm triangle now.
Go for the arm triangle, and she could get it.
Watch triangle, watch triangle.
She'll be really smart though. She got to really try to close in, get to the side, flatten herself out, and then just apply all that pressure.
There it is.
So she's already motioning towards the side. Okay.
And this might just be a matter of time.
She's kind of just apply. Oh, never mind.
All right, right into side control.
I was about to say, she can apply a little bit more pressure, she'll be good to go.
Would prefer the half guard. She does pretty good work here.
She does great work in the half guard. She's very brutal. She's very heavy with her top half. So she doesn't worry about the opponent escaping. And this side control is very good for her because she wants to wear on you. She wants you to try to carry all of her weight with your upper body and make a mistake that will
She's
lead
just
to a
pounding
right
away on her.
finish for her.
Kowalkiewicz's lower jaw now starting to show signs of swelling.
Well, Kolkavich thinks got a busted bottom lip, so
Oh, nice strike on
yeah,
the
I'm pretty sure
ground
she's
floor.
hurting right now.
Man, she
Probably
is
from
just
that
nonstop on the
kick
ground,
earlier
moving
in the fight where it
in
just
all
dropped
the
her.
right directions.
It
Another nice
leveled her.
transition by her there.
She's moving a lot, but every movement has purpose.
Round number 3.
I
Oh,
believe she is able to keep up this output just as she did in the previous round, landing a high volume of
so
strikes
both
here
these fighters,
and not
like
slowing
stamina
down
in fights is
whatsoever.
amazing. They
She looks
really
like
will
she
go
can
the whole 25-minute distance if it needed, and still continue at like 500 miles an hour.
On that hook. What a great job of finding such a massive shot.
leg out.
Right hand punch from the clinch.
Oh, that's a hell of a kick by her there. We'll see if she can follow it
Oh.
up now, champ.
Great job landing that kick.
Well, pretty good effort so far,
87
DC.
strikes for Zong,
87 total strikes have
59
landed
for
Wayley Shaw.
Kolokovic.
Well, more often than not, DC, when the strike has been thrown, it has found the home. 52% the accuracy rate against Karolina Kowalkiewicz.
52%. That's
And they
amazing.
separate.
It's actually really, really good.
Real quick leg kick.
Oh, beautiful hook. Nice job by her there to block those shots. When you first go to a boxing class, the first thing they say is glue your guard to your face. Her guard's high tonight.
Her guard's high and she keeps the elbow down. She does a great job of blocking the top and down low.
All right. Let's see. Oh, it got with the. Was that? Oh my gosh! Look at that cut above the left eye. That's a complete fracture of the eyebrow. It's been cut literally in a line like that. And I'm gonna call that a spear. She speared her basically in midair and took her right down to the ground.
She's so good at dictating these ground exchanges. And she's doing a
North south.
job of building posture to try to
Throwing him. Oh yeah, these two athletes are throwing bombs. It's been a war. So for the women's strawweight championship, man, always. The women's strawweight division puts on the most, I feel, physically demanding fights because just how intense they are, and like it's a level of intensity like you really don't see that in a lot of the strawweight division. I don't know what they just fight with a different type of aggression, you know, animosity maybe. I think that's the word. She's got this armbar. Oh my God! When I say, oh, it's over. It's over. Yeah. Zong Wale taps out Karolina Kowalkiewicz to retain the women's strawweight title. The queen of the strawweights, Zong Wale, continues her reign of dominance with a huge win over Karolina Kowalkiewicz here tonight. Gotta love it. Because she was twerking that arm. That arm was being ripped, yanked left, right. I'm pretty sure something's messed up in that arm.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Yves Levine has called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 10 seconds of round number 3. Declaring the winner by tap out. And still the undisputed UFC strawweight champion of the world,
Congrats to Zong Wale on winning the fight and retaining her women's strawweight belt as we're going next fight of the night, folks. The gravy train keeps rolling. Amanda Nunes, it's funny, is in your universe mode, she's amazing. In mine, she's like 2 and like 12. It's kind of funny. Next up, though, the fight that everyone's been wanting to see since the middleweight championship tournament. A lot of people have said if it wasn't for Yoel Romero wearing down George St. Pierre in that semifinal fight, that Edmund Shabazian would have not beaten George St. Pierre in the finals to become the middleweight champion. And now Shabazian gets to prove people wrong in his title defense against George St. Pierre.
I mean, these guys are the best of all of mixed martial arts. They can do everything.
Even though there is a little bit of controversy between St. Pierre and the Chris Weidman fight, where a lot of people thought Chris Weidman should have won that fight. Well, it's just how the UFC is. Now Shabazian's got the most difficult task in trying to beat George St. Pierre to retain his middleweight belt. Let's see if Shabazian can do it.
Oh, lands a stiff punch there. Nice connection.
Oh, nice land.
Remember, George St. Pierre knows a full 5-round fight quite well. He knows those championship rounds. And so does Shabazian. He's been getting that experience as champ, man. So, it'll be interesting to see how this fight's going to go.
Oh, going for the takedown here.
So this is the semi-main event. The next fight, which will be for the welterweight championship, will be our main event, as we'll see Gilbert Burns defend the welterweight championship against the notorious Conor McGregor. And no, this fight has been in the works since January. I didn't know that, ironically, Conor would be fighting Dustin Poirier tonight. It was not. It's not meant to do that. It happened randomly. Thank you. I just want to put that out there. So here for the takedown again. St. Pierre will stuff him. Oh, the knee to the face. Definitely something happened. This is where you don't want to be for Shabazian is on the ground with George St. Pierre. It would be a very unfriendly place.
And now the damage is about to start.
Oh my goodness, it's over, it's over! Dear God, it's over. Wow. Shabazian looked like a bobblehead. His head consistently bobbing back and forth. So I update the rankings for women's short division real quick. But let's just talk about that real quick, because he just mauled, and yes, he did maul him. He mauled that kid. He mauled Edmund Shabazian. Wow.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Bergliata has called a stop to this contest at 3
wow.
minutes and 16 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by
George St. Pierre, 13-6 record, two-time champ. Middleweight champion. George St. Pierre is the new king of the middleweights.
Congrats to the new UFC.
How you like that, folks?
Championship colors will be worn by this young man.
Edmund, come on. Obviously, Jackson not happy about Edmund Shabazian losing like that. But I guess a lot of you guys are right. Shabazian truly wasn't meant to be the champ. That he should have thanked Yo Romero for that. But next up, folks, it's going to be the main event of the evening. Gilbert Burns defends his welterweight championship against the notorious Conor McGregor. This fight is your main event of UFC 262. Let's get it going. Herb Dean going to be the referee for this fight. That's what we all came to see, this epic main event.
These guys have been on each other's radars for quite some time. Tonight, it shall be done.
Well, the championship is always on Conor's radar. Let's be serious here, you know.
Right? You don't know who's going to be able to employ their strategy the way that they need to. This is a close fight on paper.
All right, so George St. Pierre is updated.
These guys seem to be the mirror image of each other.
I wouldn't say that Gilbert Burns and Conor McGregor are the mirror image of each other, Dan Cormier. I think they're two very different, fighters, respectively, of course. But no, that's a very interesting statement that Dan Cormier just said.
Land there by McGregor made it look easy on that exchange.
He is such a diverse striker, but he's very.
And it's funny because you look at Gilbert Burns. Gilbert Burns is a 12-4 record, two-time champ, one-time lightweight champ, I believe, and one-time welterweight champ. Then you look at Conor McGregor, who is 20-5. He's 20-5. He's 25 fights, won 20 of them. Three-time champ, former featherweight champ, two-time lightweight champ. He could be the first ever champion to become a 3-division champ. This has never happened before in this series. Conor McGregor is literally on the verge of making history tonight. But he's got to beat Gilbert Burns, which is harder said than done. Or easier said than done.
He defends another takedown there, so looked like a pretty good entry, but once again unable to get him down.
Great balance, great awareness, moved the head back inside.
Well, Jackson's going for Gilbert Burns.
Sprawled and got away from his opponent. Great job.
For Gilbert Burns, this only cements his legacy as the welterweight champ. He beat Usman for it. He's defended it, I believe, against Covington.
Well-placed kick there by McGregor.
And Mickey Gall. So, yeah, I mean, this is the biggest fight of Gilbert Burns' career, and this is a history-making fight for Conor McGregor. And there's been a lot of history made tonight, with Ronda Rousey becoming the first simultaneous two-time sport champion, women's tag champs in WWE, bantamweight champ, again in UFC, holding both titles at the same time. We had Aljamain Sterling be welcomed to the 20-fight win club, only, of course, held by the challenger tonight, Conor McGregor, now joined by Aljamain Sterling. And now Conor McGregor can make history, becoming a 3-division champion. 1-time featherweight champ, 2-time lightweight champ, could become a 1-time welterweight champion. Big things have happened here tonight, man. The landscape has changed, and will it ever be ever-changing here in the welterweight division? As right now, Conor has already outstriked Gilbert Burns, and I said in effectiveness. He already dropped Gilbert Burns, what was it, twice already in the first round?
To string anything together in terms of solid combinations. It's because he's not committing to.
And folks, if you haven't already, hit that sub button to subscribe to BVTV for some always once a week epic action. And if you guys like this and you guys like the UFC 3 Undisputed series that's coming, that'll be double the UFC action every week.
McGregor's lower jaw does not look good. I don't think it's broken, but starting to show some obvious signs of swelling. Good punch land.
So this was a fight to me that I believed could hit the 4th and 5th round.
Looking to land the leg
And I stand by that statement. Said we have been hyping this pay-per-view up since November, and it has delivered in every single way. Phenomenal fights all the way through, from the opening fight with the lightweight belt all the way here to the welterweight. I can't even speak English right now. Wow.
You better protect that head.
Oh.
Great job securing the Muay Thai clinch. Watch for big knees to the body and eventually him switch it up.
Said wherever Conor McGregor goes, the Olay chants follow.
Powerful leg kick land.
That man has a whole country rooting for him.
Swing and a miss with that straight left hand.
Beautiful punch.
Oh, nice pop there from the crowd as he finally gets the takedown.
Oh, hey, Gilbert Burns finally with the takedown.
Offensive wrestling, and now he has his opponent where he wants.
A sigh of relief from the people watching because they were tired of watching him.
See, now this is the biggest thing, and we've seen when Conor gets to the ground, it's never necessarily a great time. This is where Gilbert Burns could easily win the fight, is on the ground. If he can keep this on the ground, I think he'll have no problem retaining his belt.
Fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire.
You really are, and John Ennis said it best there.
Repetitions here, just beautiful movement, seamless transitions on the ground.
Over and over, these guys are doing things that
North-south.
every jiu-jitsu.
Kick off the north-south choke.
I love watching this guy move on the ground. Another nice transition there.
Such a high-level grappler. You don't see that very often.
That knee might have landed there.
Problem is, Conor has given up the back here. Oh.
There, DC. That's an educated left hand.
He's got great timing with his left hand.
Looking to land the right hand, he misses.
All right.
And that's the end.
Oh, nice head kick.
Number 2. All right, here we go.
All right, round number 3. Here we go.
Shades of the Diaz brothers in that previous round. A lot of volume, a lot of accuracy,
Oh.
just a lot of efficiency.
A stiff forearm.
Very, very efficient. Good round in the sense that he did not throw everything with absolute power, but he was touching the entire time. Then every now and again, he would set down on a strike that was really damaging his opponent.
Nice face kick. Oh my, wow, okay, that is how you make history. Conor McGregor, you can say it in the history books, the first ever 3-division champion, featherweight, lightweight, welterweight, you name it. God, he knocked Gilbert Burns' head off.
That one guy finally found the shot.
History has been made, and what a knockout in the main event for the notorious Conor McGregor.
But neither guy should be disappointed in their performance.
21 wins and a 4-time champ.
Declaring the winner by knockout and new undisputed UFC welterweight champion of the world, the notorious Conor McGregor.
So there he is, the newly minted UFC welterweight champion. You had to look far and wide for people who were picking
Conor McGregor, man.
As Dominic Cruz said, when you became the double champ, he got it done.
Not many people expected him to win.
You know, it just
walked to the octagon with him were sure that he would win this fight. All you need is your army. You're the warriors on the front line.
What do you?
And that group of warriors knew that they could get the job done.
Wow, I mean that was bravo. Yeah, honestly, yeah, Jackson, you have the right idea there with that one. I mean, what a show! What a show! Truthfully, look at this, folks. And actually, let's go on to the awards. Fight of the night. I definitely think the fight of the night should have went to Demetrius Johnson and Alejandro Pantoja. I think they put on the best performance, both of them. Of that, I would really love to see a rematch between Johnson and Pantoja. I would love to see Ortega Moicano 3. I think the biggest shocker tonight was these two fights right here. Curtis Blades got absolutely rocked within a minute of the fight, and then Milo Wineland with just one armbar submission that tapped out Valentina Shevchenko. That was nuts. Performance of the night KO definitely does go to Ngannou. And Blades, performance at submission-wise, I thought it should have went to Wineland. And fight of the night, like I said, should have went to Johnson and Pantoja. But either way, that's just that. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you guys really did enjoy this pay-per-view. I loved it. 11 title fights. I think it was one of the best ones we've ever had. Thank you guys so much for watching. And as always, folks, hit that sub button to subscribe to BVTV. And hit that like button. And we'll see you next time, folks. Next week, actually on Wednesday, for UFC Underground. I'll be there. Hopefully you guys are too. With that being said, stay off the hook. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, guys.